Yeah. Oh, an hour? Ugh. Bro. Alright, screw it, bro.
This is Lost Media found in 2024. Mistin. Kicking things off is Mistin, an English dub of a Japanese anime originally titled Kasumin. The series stars a 4th grader named Kasumin Haruno, whose parents leave on a trip to Africa, so she stays with a second family, but discovers the truth about their heritage. In exchange for keeping their secret, Kasumi works as the family maid. The dub was once available on YouTube by the channel Ani Disfan, but was deleted after the channel was terminated. Thankfully, Internet Archive user Oblivion Access found the entire series this year. Future Living 2025. Back in 2002, the Science Channel released a documentary special known as Future Living 2025.
See, it's gonna be boring. I think
This video is brought to you by AG1.
I don't care.
Aid quality and gut health mission, in my opinion, and if it's a pack, I'm on RBI, or the Reddit Bureau of Investigation. A place for Reddit users to come together and solve mysteries. Some mundane, others more serious. On July 9th, 2024, a user would post about a missing episode of a TV show that could solve a murder. Here's what it says. I spent years and hours through Google trying to locate this, and was advised you guys might be able to help. Trying to find what rerun episode of Unsolved Mysteries aired on a specific date/location that I'm convinced had a story of my ex-husband murdering a couple.
What?
I was at a hotel in Bakersfield, California on August 17th, 2000, and at 11 p.m., they had a rerun of Unsolved Mysteries on the TV. I have no idea what station would have played it. I'm watching them talk about a situation where a smooth-talking stranger gets himself invited into their home. I jokingly kept thinking to myself, yeah, I know someone smooth like that. This person ended up murdering the couple. Fast forward to the end, and they show a sketch. I literally sat up in my bed. It was my ex.
Yo.
Yes, he would have been capable of that, and I believe he would have been driving through the area around that time, angry that I just left him. I sent a detailed email to the show through their website a year or two later, but I had limited info on what case to tie it to. I have searched all these years to find this episode again, and can't. Never saw it on the old episodes available now. I tried searching for murder cases in Arizona with no luck, though it could have been in California or New Mexico. Too many years passed that I forgot the specifics. Are there any resources to find what episode would have aired that night in the city?
Nope.
This post gained a bit of traction, and Redditors were quick to reply. One user asked for more information, to which OP provided, I wish I had more specifics about the episode. This was before he could rewind TV, and the sketch grabbing my attention didn't show up until the very end. It took place in an isolated desert home. I believe it was only a couple that was killed, but honestly it might have been more people/family, I just don't recall. They showed that the strange man was invited into the home and sat talking with them in the living room. Smooth talking was definitely mentioned. I believe they said there was no robbery, and he drove off in his own vehicle. I remember thinking the timing and area was right, so that would have put it in 1998. I thought in Arizona, but it could have been Southern California deserts or Western New Mexico. The sketch showed the man in a cowboy hat with a long, gaunt face. They mentioned he had dirty blonde hair. Tough, I know. I'll never forget that sketch. Is there a way to see sketches for unsolved murders in that time frame? I've never been able to find a resource myself.
How's it you got 1 million subscribers? This is the most boring video I've ever seen, bro. Jeez. I don't even know why I liked it. Oh my gosh. This dude's better, bro. I'm in New York. I'm gonna wait at a video. Let's see. This is probably better. Yep. Yo, the gang. Yo, the gang.
Since the dawn of the internet, data sharing across various mediums has been commonplace in many households around the world. Allowing everybody to become interconnected within a vast sea of endless information was absolutely inconceivable just a few short decades ago, definitely becoming something that we take for granted today, whether we realize it or not. Within this vast sea of surface-level internet content, an underbelly exists that harbors some of the darkest videos, images, posts, stories, and real-life situations that people have documented online.
What the heck?
These, for the most part, are largely hidden away from those that refrain from doing a little digging. But luckily for you, tonight, we're going to explore 5 of them that I've recently come across. Welcome back to Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. This is a showcase series of various disturbing finds that I've stumbled upon online in the last few months. If you're new, this is part 8, so if you haven't yet, definitely go check out volumes 1 through 7 after this video. With that out of the way, get comfortable because it's time, once again, to dive into 5 more hand-picked and disturbing things from around the internet. Number 1 on our list involves an upload by a user named Avalesser60. In July of 2011, they would post a video titled Dog Sees Ghost. At just 4 minutes long, the upload involves a woman that went to the kitchen late at night to grab a snack. On the way back to her room, she noticed her dog standing at the end of the hallway, staring at something and absolutely refusing to come to her, no matter what. At this point, she pulls her phone out to begin filming, realizing that something isn't right here.
Can you come over here now? Come here, Smooch. Come on. Can you come here? Come here, Smooch. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. It's okay.
Oh, nah, bro.
It's okay. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Come here. Come by Mommy. Come on. Smooch, come on. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, somebody.
After a couple minutes of this, she eventually begins yelling out, "Leave my dog alone," convinced that she's accompanied by some sort of entity that's preying on her dog. Standing firm, she continues to convince it to come to her.
It's not preying on the dog, it's just scared.
Good. I opened your cabinet for you. Come on. Come on. Smooch, come on. Come here, baby. Come on. Leave my dog alone. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Come on, Smooch.
Dude, just pick up your dog, bro.
Come. Come. Come.
Man, if I was
Like
a
we
ghost,
just
I'd
saw
be
at
such
the
a
end,
troll,
the
bro.
dog never ends up following her command, ultimately retreating around the corner.
Dang.
The comments on this video are surprisingly sparse. Some were drawing parallels to their strange experience with their pets, while others were attempting to rationalize the situation. One commenter claimed that this wasn't the work of any sort of ghost at all, but rather, the dog was scared of the black box at the edge of the frame, or what it presumed to be a shadow in the kitchen. Now, in a way this makes sense, but they're hell-bent on staying on their side of the hallway at all costs. Dogs generally know their homes pretty well. What about this box or shadow would freak it out so much here? Also, we can notice that the dog stares up at the top right corner for most of the video, which makes it seem like whatever it's scared of isn't exactly on or near the floor. Nonetheless, the video is strange, and at just over 1.5 thousand views in nearly 8 years, it definitely deserves some more insight. This dog saw something. What that something is, exactly, is unclear, and it might sit that way for good. This second entry comes from a YouTube video that gained major traction a couple years ago. Over on the channel by the name of Jitu Kumar, a video was posted on October 1st of 2017, titled, Bital Woman Viral Video. This centers around a mysterious lady from the Bital village and carries with it an insane amount of questions. The video in question is 7 minutes long, and here we can see a shot of a woman in a white robe sitting in a tree. Nothing really all that out of the ordinary. For the next couple minutes, we can see her making her way up to the top, still relatively normal. Perhaps she's doing some sort of show or just enjoys climbing trees. Really, to each their own. The video begins to get strange though when you begin to take a look around the cameraman. Many are filming, which begins to drive home the idea that something just isn't right here. Around the 4-minute mark, something incredibly bizarre happens. She finally makes her way to the top and just stands there,
What?
motionless.
That Park 30 hidden. That's what she on. She on the Park 30.
What's blowing my mind about this entire thing, first and foremost, is how she's managing to keep her balance all the way at the top of this large tree on such a small branch. It doesn't seem to bow, and it doesn't look like she has any support to keep her so still. So what's going on? Incredibly curious about the context here, I dug through the comments, but this didn't lead very far. Some were simply writing this off as totally fake, while others, like myself, were trying to get some backstory. What I was able to find though was a video by a channel called Viral V. They posted this footage as well and made the claim that this woman was doing this because she was possessed by a spirit. Now, I wasn't able to find any definitive proof of this claim, and it could very easily be written off as mere dramatization. Itching for something more definitive, I did some more digging on this woman in a tree phenomenon and found a few other videos of various people doing the exact same thing, all with crowds surrounding them, cheering them on, and filming. This leads me to the assumption that this has to be some sort of ritual. Unfortunately, information about said ritual is incredibly sparse online, so this is merely another theory. Nonetheless, the woman ended up making it back down safely. Whether this was the work of a demonic possession or a sort of rite of passage, this footage is bizarre, and to this day, remains cloaked in mystery.
Why did my room turn to red? Oh, now it's normal. That was weird.
In August of 2013, a Florida man named Derek Medina and his wife Jennifer Alfonso were going about their lives after becoming recently remarried. Unbeknownst to most that knew them though, their marriage would soon begin to take an extremely grim turn. On August 8th, Derek would post a sudden Facebook status. From his cell phone, at about 8 p.m. that night, he would go forth to say this: "I'm going to prison or death sentence for killing my wife.
What?
Love you guys, miss you guys, take care Facebook, you'll see me in the news. My wife was punching me and I'm scared. I'm not going to stand anymore with the abuse, so I did what I did. I hope you understand me."
Yeah, see, I'm on this side.
Fittingly,
What?
his Facebook friends were
Later.
shocked. Was this some sort of joke? A hoax? Was he hacked? Not quite, as soon after this post went live, he'd contact his relatives, explain to them what happened, change clothes, and head over to the police station to turn himself in.
Yeah.
During the initial investigation, authorities caught sight of security cameras that Medina had put up in their home. After confiscating that and going over the footage, we're able to see firsthand what actually played out that night.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yo. Hey man, it gets to a point, you feel me, man? It gets to a point. Like, can you really blame him though? Look at Chris Brown and Rihanna, bro. And he turned himself in? I don't see anything wrong with this dude. Dang.
You might notice in that video that after the smoke flies up from the gunshots, he leaves the room before returning to take a second look at her. This wasn't just to take a second look. Remember that Facebook status that I mentioned prior from Derek? He posted another one as well at around the same time. In this other post by him, we're able to see his deceased wife slumped back. The caption that he attached to this was a grim "R.I.P. Jennifer Alfonso." Since this happened, Derek Medina had, like we established, turned himself in. Interestingly though, he pled
I gotta find that photo. Oh, you can't even find it. Bro. Where is it? What the heck happened here, bro? That's whack. This is the closest we can get. Oh no, this is the closest we can get. Yeah.
in self-defense,
That's what-
claiming that she charged at him with a knife. Because of this claim and the results of the investigation, he was convicted of second-degree murder and ultimately was sentenced to life in prison.
Life?
Across the internet, you're able to find more surveillance videos of what actually went on behind closed doors in their home. These are hard to watch, but ultimately reveal that the domestic struggles that the two faced in their relationship were probably more common than we think.
Oh, nah, we need justice for him. Life is crazy. What? Life? Life in prison. Am I like the only one that is on his side? Like, what? That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Life is kind of insane.
On February 21st, 2018, in a northwest Dallas suburb, 2 house fires would occur in a residential neighborhood. These were later determined to be linked to a natural gas pipeline that runs straight through the community. 2 days later, a third incident would play out just around the corner. On February 23rd, the Rogers family's lives would be forever changed when a natural gas explosion would occur within their home. Ominously, the moments leading up to this were actually documented by their 12-year-old daughter, Michelita. According to the Rogers family, she was recording iPhone videos early that morning for fun, goofing off and sharing her excitement as she got ready for a cheerleading event later that day.
I'm gonna get ready for the NCA, National Cheerleaders Association, today. So I'm gonna start with.
Why do I feel like weirdo watching this? I don't know, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I just feel like weirdo watching this. I don't know, man.
There, turn on my lamp because I don't want to turn on all of the lights. So I went ahead and connected my straightener, and I still have to connect the curling iron. And I already got halfway started doing the braid.
After this, she would proceed to make a time lapse of the next few minutes as she got ready. The first few seconds of this seemed pretty ordinary, and there was absolutely no implication that anything had gone awry.
Yeah.
Until one frame, when the camera goes dark.
What the heck happened? That's not real. You know what she did? You know exactly what she did. Hold up. This is exactly what she did. She did that little video and then she went to Photoshop or whatever. And this is what she did. Hold up. Right here, you know. That's exactly what she did. That's exactly what this is.
This gas explosion had led to the passing of Michelita and the injury of her parents and brother. According to her mother, who was out of the room, this happened out of nowhere while she was asleep. Once it happened and she came to, her and her husband rushed over to their daughter to find her stuck under dresser drawers. After getting her out, they rushed her outside to firefighters who laid her on the ground, as she, at the time, was still alive. In the moments during this, her mother would whisper to her in Spanish, "Fight like a warrior," confident that she got the message. After being rushed to the hospital, about a half hour later, she was pronounced dead by doctors who claimed that her internal injuries were simply too severe. The explosion had decimated their house, causing the roof to cave in and for it to sit, to this day, in ruin. Since this haunting event, Michelita has become one of 9 people to have died by natural gas leaks in North Texas since 2006. Since this, her mother has spoken out, claiming that it hasn't gotten easier. "Some days, I don't feel the damage in my body. I feel the pain in my heart." A lawsuit was later filed against Atmos Energy, who were in the neighborhood replacing aging steel pipes during the days leading up to and on the date of her passing. Apparently, the neighborhood that they lived in was long neglected by the company, leading to the onslaught of gas-related incidents in the area. While the company has denied the claims, the lawsuit is still pending. The passing of Michelita is undoubtedly something that no family should ever have to endure. She fought like a warrior, but seeing as she was at the very epicenter of this blast, not shielded by any walls or barriers, her life had come to an end, in one of the most tragic ways imaginable. A widow named Sandra Harold and her pet chimpanzee, Travis, have lived together in Stamford, Connecticut.
Bro, everybody already knows the story, bro. This is insane.
Since 1995. Having raised him with her late husband since he was just days old, Sandra often referred to Travis as more of a son than a pet. They'd often bring him along to work and his shopping trips around town, and having been socialized around humans for his entire life, the Harolds maintained a growing trust in what they believed to be his extremely calm and well-trained demeanor.
That looks scary, what the heck?
On the night of February 16th, 2009, this notion would be thrown into a tailspin when a friend by the name of Charla Nash would visit them. At around the same time she'd arrived, Travis had gotten a hold of Sandra's car keys and left the house. Noticing that Charla was holding a Tickle Me Elmo, Travis's favorite toy, he brutally attacked her, latching his hands onto her face and pulling it apart, piece by piece. At this point, Sandra would grab a butcher knife and run out to begin stabbing him in an attempt to get him to stop. This ended up being futile though, as it only made him angrier. Since this was the case, Sandra rushed back to grab the phone. She dialed 911 and in a desperate plea, manically described the situation as it was unfolding in front of her.
Stand for 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 231 Rock Clement Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your
Oh
friend?
my
I need to
gosh.
know.
Send the police up.
Bro, I swear 911 operators are retarded, bro. Literally, bro. I swear.
With a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please,
Oh my
hurry
God.
up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
And my chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. You shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry. Please tell him. Please tell him to kill him, please.
They did, Sandra. They're shooting at him already, okay?
But
They're
he's
shooting
not
at him
dead.
already.
I know. They will continue until he's dead, okay? I just need you to stay on the phone with me and breathe.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. Oh, God.
When the police arrived, Travis, after engaging with the officers, was shot numerous times, which resulted in his death. As for Carla, her face was completely ripped off, and she was immediately rushed to the hospital, where she underwent over 7 hours of surgery on her face and hands. According to medics, she lost her hands, nose, eyes, lips, mid-face bone structure, and
my
maintained
gosh.
significant brain injuries. A few weeks later, it was announced that she'd be blind for life. Afterwards, she was offered the opportunity to undergo experimental transplant surgery due to the extreme nature of her injuries, and this seemed to be successful. Until later, when her body began to reject them, resulting in her undergoing even more corrective surgery. According to toxicology reports, shortly before this incident, Travis had been given a mixture of prescribed Xanax and tea in Sandra's attempt at treating his Lyme disease. This is widely believed to be the cause of his manic episode, as the drug causes paranoia and hallucinations in chimpanzees. In 2009, the Nash family would file a $50 million lawsuit against Sandra Harold. A year later, though, at age 72, Harold would pass away due to a ruptured aortic aneurysm. Because of this, the Nash family ended up reaching a settlement with Harold's estate, which was valued at about $4 million. Charla Nash is, to this day, still undergoing recovery efforts from the attack. What played out on the night of February 16th, 2009 is incredibly tragic and will undoubtedly remain in the back of her mind for the rest of her life.
It's horrible, bro.